Before we start the keynote session, first of all, let me quickly take you through the day for the day the sessions. We have keynote address, one roundtable discussion, and 3 sessions for the day. And for the first half, we have one session followed by two topics along with keynote session. And the second half, we have 2 sessions followed by 3 topics along with Q&A for 10 minutes. I would like to call our first speaker, Dr.Sreeram Srinivasan, President and Executive Director from Shanthi Gears Limited, on stage to deliver the keynote address. Thank you. And the topic is the Indian gear market current status and future trends. Yeah, I have it. This is the control. Is the one? Yes. Oops. Yeah. Just leave. Yeah.
Good morning. It's really an honor to be here in front of you and speak about the Indian gear market. I think I'll start by saying that I'm not very old in this business, even though I had a short stint making powder metal gears way back in the 90s. I came back to this industry only about a couple of years back. So if you see some factual errors out there, I think I'm willing to learn. So with that, I think this is really a great audience here, because I see a lot of big names here, so I have to be careful with what I say. I'll try to be careful. So what I really want to talk about today is just 3 things. One is the market, the Indian gear market. The products that we put on the market, and also the current state of technology, and then talk to you about where we are going with all this as we go forward. The market, I think this is some things we got from AGMA. I think this is a global gear industry facts and figures. I think it includes all kinds of gears, including automotive, and I think the size of the world market is about $170 billion US. I think Europe is about close to 30%, North America is 24%, and Asia is quite large, but I think there's a huge weight of Japan and China in that, because quickly I'll show you I'll show you only the non-auto part, which is of interest, because the automotive is a different ball game, and I think certainly Shanthi is not in that ball game, and many of us are not in that. I think that is about 47 billion according to the same source that I'm using here. And I think Asia is again about 36% in this. And then when you come to the Indian market itself, our guesstimate or the best estimate that we have is it's about $500 million and growing. So in rupees, it's about 2,500 to 3,000 crores, including the windmill market. And this again doesn't include the automotive, but it does include defense and navy and marine, high-speed gearboxes, etc. So India constitutes something like 1% of the world market, roughly, of the industrial gears, and I think it's also growing. What's the Indian market made up of? It's basically core industries, by which we mean steel, metals, mining, etc. That constitutes about 40% today. And infrastructure, which is, we put cement also into infrastructure, so cement and construction, railways, transportation, not including automotive, is about a third of this market. And I think the general engineering, which is made up of sugar, paper, plastics, makes up about 27% of this market. Now on the supply side, it gets very interesting, because Indian companies constitute just half of this market. I think it's multinationals, both with manufacturing and assembly of gearboxes, that make up 23%, and imports is a fairly large content. It's close to about 600 crores. And that's a large number. And most of it, as you will see in the next slide, is growing very fast, and it's thanks to China again, that the Chinese exports. I think one perspective is about 10 years back, I think the Chinese were nowhere in the Indian gear market, and today probably they're the fastest growing. We think they make up half of this 600 or 650 crores of imports that comes into the country, and they're growing very fast, much faster than how imports are growing, and then faster than the industry average also. We think India is a growing market. It'll be definitely 1 billion in the next 6 to 8 years, and I think going by what Joe just now said, maybe it'll even go in the next 4 or 5 years, depending on how the growth takes off in the next few years. We are really hoping that the 6 to 8 is cut to 3 to 4. You never know. I think when the next government comes, if it really takes off, then it could be 3 to 4 years. Now, multinational companies are setting up shop, but I think I have a problem with them, because I think they're not bringing in the real high technology stuff. They still bring in a lot of parts. They assemble the high-end stuff. I think what they manufacture in India is the low-end stuff. And some of them have design offices, so they use India as a design center. But the real big stuff is still imported into the country. And I think this is where I feel there's a great chance for some of these multinational companies to set up shop and manufacture everything in India. I think this will benefit the overall gear industry. It'll make it move up faster. I think it'll also keep out low-end, low-quality stuff from some of the other countries that are coming in. I think that's something that some of the multinational companies that are here in the audience have to think about. But I think there is still a lot of skepticism, a lot of doubt about bringing technology into India, and I think some of it is well-founded, but I think a lot of it, I think India is not China, so I think bringing in technology into India can be well protected, and I think India could be a great country, and I think this 1 billion can happen much faster if that is done. We are not even talking about exports. I think we factored that exports out of India is probably about 1